Hey, Francesca here. Before the episode today starts, I just want to say that this is our 50th episode. We started the show just over a year ago on Liberation Day, and I'm so happy that we've made it this far. If you're a new listener or if you've been listening for a while, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you haven't yet, please follow us wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to complain or if you have questions or concerns you'd like to express to me, I welcome all discourse if it's not particularly nasty or inappropriate. And you can email me at criticalbabetheory@gmail.com. So thank you again for listening. I really appreciate you. And enjoy the episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day.
Okay, Special K, blueberries and almond milk.
It's plain Special K.
Yeah.
You add blueberries and you add almond milk.
Yeah. That is it's just a comfort, it's breakfast soup for me.
Breakfast soup.
It's breakfast soup and I love it and I didn't have it. So I was throwing like a tantrum.
And your tantrum was turkey bacon.
Yeah, I was like, this will be all, thank you. You know? And then I also had coffee for the first time in...
What?
A week.
Oh, so you were really having a tantrum.
Yeah, I just was like, what else can I have? And
that's just for me.
Yeah, that's just for me. So I think after that, I was like, and I'm full, by the way.
Yeah. I remember when I used to have tantrums, sometimes I would just not brush my teeth. I'd be like, I'll show them.
It's so harmful.
Yeah.
Both of those things
just
are not
brush your
good.
teeth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have
Don't
a
be
slice
weird.
of toast.
I guess I should introduce us. I was recording that.
You were?
Is
Great.
that okay?
That's a great intro, I think.
Hey,
Hi.
This is Critical Babe Theory. I'm Francesca, and this is today our very special guest for our 50th episode. Oh, did I not tell you that?
Wait, no, you did. You did, but I forgot.
You forgot. Okay, great. So you get to see the experience live.
Yeah.
Monique Gabriel, and we're just gonna keep it simple and say woman in the world.
Yeah, I'm just a girl. I'm just like you.
I'm just a girl in the world. Remember you're too young for this. The No Doubt lyrics.
I love No Doubt.
Totally.
They're so vintage.
Yeah. Totally. They were really vintage. And they did, it was not all the way to rockabilly.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a good aesthetic.
They were ska.
Ska.
They're ska.
Right.
And they, I love Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
In that era. I mean, obviously she's had a few eras.
Yeah.
And I've loved her for most of them, but I cannot and I do not condone what she has done
What did she do?
Like when she did that Allure magazine interview and she was like, I am Japanese. And
wait, what?
It was bad. It was really bad.
What's her evidence? Did she bring any evidence?
No. She was trying to say, they were giving her a moment to say like, hey, that Harajuku girls thing you did was like a little bit, it was just a moment to say, what we were doing back then was very caricature-ish.
Right.
And while my heart was in a good place.
Yeah.
It was not right.
Yeah.
And she did not take that opportunity. She said, let me double down. I am Japanese. I am Asian. I am Japanese. And she's being interviewed by two Asian women, two Asian American women. And they're so uncomfortable. And she just keeps on talking about how spiritually that is who she is. And, and then she has gone on to take a different path. And that's... we all make mistakes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did she not have any, media training?
I don't... people usually say I'm not PR trained as an asset.
Yeah.
But I think... It shows.
We're gonna do double thumbs down to claiming that you're Asian when you're a white chick from LA.
issues,
Right.
like spiritually, I got off the plane. I said, let me call my parents and tell them that I'm different, which we've gone too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but super vintage.
But you did like her pre this article.
I'll still listen.
Does she make music anymore?
Yeah, with like Blake Shelton.
Is that a country singer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Her husband.
That's her husband?
They met on The Voice.
The television show.
Yeah.
Do you watch that show?
No.
Yeah. Are you into competitions?
I'm into competitions in real life.
Yeah.
It's actually it's one of my, it's a thing I'm working on.
Not being so competitive or
Yeah.
being more competitive?
No, not being so competitive.
Okay.
Like, it'll just activate for random things. Like,
Right.
if, just anything, honestly. Like, if I'm just in close proximity to someone for extended periods of time.
Right.
I'm just like, what are you doing? Think
Right.
you're better than me?
Would you dare
activates.
think? Yeah. I think it's cool to be competitive.
Yeah, but then you're in competitions. You know, it's like play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I mean, what's a not stupid game? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just like yeah, like I used to live with a woman that I'm very different than.
Yeah.
Like, we were pretty good friends, but then the longer we hung out, we were just clearly very different, and we had different priorities and values and things.
Can you, without incriminating anybody,
Yeah.
what would be an example of a different priority or a different value?
Like, she was really into crafting.
Oh.
I am that's not my game. So
Right.
we ended up going to Happy Medium in
What's that?
Happy Medium. It's an art cafe.
Oh.
There are 2 locations. This is not an ad. There are 2 locations. It's in Lower Manhattan and in Greenpoint. And you can just go and you order up art like a cafe. So they have a menu, and you can be like, I want a collage, which I've gone back like multiple times. It is very, very fun.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not a good crafter.
Right.
So we're going, and we went together. She was like, let's go. And I was like, sounds like a great idea. And if I
Okay.
had gone into it as in, I'm here to embrace the meditative art of crafting, that would be one thing. But I was
Okay.
like, I'm going to make something. We're going to display on the table. You know, and she actually made something that people were walking back and forth being like, that's amazing. It was like a picture, and people were like, that's beautiful. And I was like, it is beautiful.
But nobody was saying that about yours.
I threw a tantrum.
Wow.
It was contained, but I painted over it. I painted over mine, not hers, but mine. Like the thing I was making. I was like, oh, it's nice. Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Like
Forget it. I'm
like
so
a
happy
child.
for you.
Yeah, like a child.
It's stuff like that. You don't want that.
That kind of, okay, that's yeah.
Don't want
I could
that
see
in
how
your
you could
life.
maybe let that go.
And it becomes, I'm like, I guess I'm just not good at you know.
I guess I'm just not good at collaging.
I'm just not good at it. Yeah, but that was like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. But this year I collaged, and I brought a friend.
Yeah.
And we just spent time there. She left after an hour to go to dinner, and I just stayed for another hour having the time of my life.
She left.
Yeah, my friend had to go to dinner.
So this doesn't sound like different values and priorities.
No,
to
this
me.
is a different friend.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'm saying that now I go to Happy Medium for the meditative art of collaging.
As opposed to the competitive task of being better at art than other people.
Yeah.
That's growth.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I'm so brave.
You're so brave to be making collages in Greenpoint.
In public and
I know.
just like by myself sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's brave to be bad at things.
Yeah. It's really...
Who does that? I don't really engage in that behavior.
You don't do stuff you're bad at? Are you competitive?
I've been told that I'm very unpleasant to play cards with. Yeah, I am deeply competitive in a few narrow realms.
You are?
Just playing cards. And I guess playing soccer, I was incredibly competitive.
Okay, but those are like the two activities you're engaging in.
Yeah. I'm not generally. Here's the thing is like I'm an alpha who likes to be alphaed.
Okay.
Like when there's another alpha around, I'm always like I'm like fab. I'm like someone else take the reins for a second.
Like amazing.
I know. I'm really grateful for it. And then sometimes they'll do things and I'll be like, huh. I'll be like, okay, well, we're just trying it your way today, you know? But like I don't feel that like need to fight for primacy.
Okay.
Probably because I'm so... But I just, now listening to you, remembered that we both went to all-girls school.
I didn't.
Wait, why?
I didn't.
Then
we both went to private schools.
Oh, where did you go?
I went to Dalton.
Oh, right.
And you went to...
you didn't go to Sacred Heart.
Right.
No. Got it. Okay. I went to Nightingale. Because you kind of have a girls' school aura.
Thank you so much.
That's a compliment.
I was in a sorority in college.
Oh, what is that like? I don't know anything about it.
In a women's commune.
Ooh,
we make our own rules. We inherit rules, right?
Okay.
We inherit legacy, and we inherit rules.
What's legacy?
It's like there is a story, and there is like a mantle that you take on, and there's like a history that you learn about just your organization.
Which is 3 letters from Greek. Called. Sorry. Okay, so what was your sorority called?
It was called Gamma Phi Beta.
Gamma Phi Beta. That sounds pretty serious.
It was.
Yeah.
The whole thing was founded upon a rock. I think it was, if I actually remember this, like I think it was created in like 1874.
Whoa.
Or something like that. I don't know if that's true. But if it is, kudos. I don't know if it's true.
So you guys, it's like when you say women's commune, that makes me think like lesbians and tofu. No, I'm wrong about that.
No. But it was like, there is an image of like everybody. It's like a Monday, and that's when we have our house meeting.
Ooh,
and we're all gonna like get what the chef made and like sit down and have the meeting.
Wait, you had a private chef?
There was a chef.
Oh,
but you have it's not what you're thinking though.
No.
Some houses did have the like garçon. We did not have that. We had Linda.
Oh.
And she just like, it wasn't like that.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Linda had her specialties, and like she was just like a member of the like family. And
that's
then
so nice.
It honestly was pretty nice. Like it was very homey. But there were rules, and we made the rules.
Wow.
And there was like oh my God, there was something called it's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
There's something called standards.
Ooh.
And that is like, you never want to get sent to standards. But if you break the rules, you go to standards, and they like talk to you about how you broke the rules.
The seniors do. The highest ranking members do.
Yeah, the highest ranking members do. You're elected to standards, or like it's within your position or whatever. Yeah. I don't really know how it works.
Did you ever get called to standards?
I sure did.
Oh my God, what did you do to have that disgrace fall upon you?
I was like mean.
You were mean.
I was mean.
Would you even go so far as to say that you were a bitch?
I was a huge bitch.
You were a huge bitch. You're the perfect person for today.
I was a real bitch to my sisters. And I'm sad about it.
Oh.
I'm sorry about it.
You have regrets.
Of course I do. But also, no. It's like, I do. But I also think sometimes, especially when you're at that age, like when you're in college and stuff, you're meant to be, like, you never want anybody to be, super hurt or like heartbroken or anything like that. But you're like, who am I? So you're like, okay, who do you guys think I am? Like, and you're kind of pushing each role to see like how far it goes.
Yeah.
And so like, in high school or middle school, I felt very much like a nice girl. I was so nice. And
you're so nice.
to the point where I was like, everyone in middle school called me Momo.
Okay.
It's a very cutesy little nickname.
It's not quite right for you.
No, I don't think so either. But at the time, I do think it was.
Okay.
I was like 11, you know?
Oh.
And so like me and all my friends and like some of my friends would be older. So they'd be like, hi, Momo. I'd be like, hey, you know?
Yeah.
And then that continued as like a pet name like throughout, you know, high school and stuff. But people who didn't really know me didn't call me that. But I was that nice. I was like so nice. And then I think I just started to like try on other things.
And I want to say this brings us to our topic today, which is the power of the bitch.
Yeah, the power of the bitch.
I was going to say, like, originally we should look at the bitch through history, but then I was like, that sounds really tiring.
Yawn.
I was like, that's
the
thousands of years of bitches. That's too much. So instead we just brought, I'm kidding, I was going to say the biggest bitch that we know, which is not you. But I feel like you are
the biggest bitch I know. Thank you.
You know, okay, so you had the journey from nice girl to trying on this new thing and making your sisters, not in Christ, I was about to say, making your sorority sisters cry.
Yeah, honestly, I think it was just like, it went way too far.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost control of it. Like, I lost control of me, you know? And if you're wielding anything and you, like, lose control of it, especially something as powerful as, like, meanness or, like, sharpness in women. Like, being a bitch is, I mean, everybody knows that being a bitch is, like, quite powerful. Like, it's very, very strong. But, like, you need to know where you're aiming it.
Yeah.
And if you're aiming it at yourself or people you love or, you know, I'm actually happy that it happened in that way because it really allowed me time to step back and be like, wait, what do I like? Like, what persona do I like? Because that didn't feel too good, you know? And there are some people who are, like, really unapologetic when, you know, that goes a different way. And I respect that only if they are, like, I hold true to that. Like, there are times when that happens, you know? And also, like, a friend to all is like a friend to no one. That kind of thing. Like,
Totally.
You can be a bitch in some people's stories. That's okay.
You know what somebody said to me once that was so helpful?
What?
They were like, sometimes you just have to let yourself be the villain in somebody else's story.
Yeah.
And I was like, heard.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I mean, I professionally, at least for a little while, played villains.
Ooh.
See, I think I have reading. So originally, the idea came from reading this. I will say this came from the show because there's this journalist on the show named, and I mess up his name, Simon von Zylan. Sorry, every time.
That sounded right.
Is that right? Dutch? E? He wrote this article in New York Mag about, like, conservative women and Charlie Kirk and stuff. And anyway, one of these girls was, like, reading that book. And it was supposed to be sort of ironic because they're, like, you know, they're all Christianed out and they're looking for, like, a husband and they want to be trad. But then they're also these, like, dynamic powerhouse women who are, like, running TP USA and stuff. Anyway, but this girl is reading, like, Why Men Love a Bitch, you know? And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. But I guess I thought, naive as I am, I thought that it would like be a guidebook on like how to be a bitch. You know what I mean? And anyway, that's not what it was at all. It was basically like a run of the mill dating book. But I do feel like maybe, I mean, my mom, may she rest in peace. I'm gonna just go on a limb and just be like, yeah, she was a bitch. You know what I mean? She was like, and I've said this on the show before, but she had really, like, the only person who's ever reminded me of my mother was Hillary Clinton. She, like, came with heavy.
That's very powerful.
Yeah, she came with heavy Hillary energy, except, God. Except, like, hot.
Okay, I need to say something.
Say it.
I went to the Hillary-Bernie debate.
Yeah.
Like in those shipyards in Brooklyn. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Well, I got the opportunity to go, and afterward, Senator Clinton was was gracious enough to like shake people's hands and like talk to people, and it was just like a, you know, as people were coming up to the stage and stuff. But something that I really remember is I was like, in person, I was like, this is a very powerful woman. Like, you feel it, like...
It's visceral.
You feel it off her. And that was my first experience of, like, I think that this is what people are, like, reacting to on a large scale.
Yes.
It's like, if she were just, like, a, you know, like a willow or something, people would just be like, okay, you know? But, there's a lot of aura coming off of her. And you can tell that she's not looking for your affirmation. She might be running, but that's about it. That's the only time you get to vote. You know. And I was like,
you were like, I like that.
It was so inspiring. I was very much in line with like Bernie's positions, but I remember being like, I'm inspired though by the way she holds herself.
I mean, but
so
people,
that's strong.
It was strong, but people reacted really negatively to my mother as well. Yeah. And in the 80s, that would have been like, that aura would have been called animus, like animus and anima.
Yeah, totally.
And my mom had a lot of animus for a woman, and like it would make men would like short circuit. It would like drive them crazy because she would like fight with them and argue. I think one of her professors in college said to her, she told me this, she was like, he said to her, you don't have to have an opinion about everything. You know what I mean? Which I'm like, I'm sorry, that is definitely my prerogative. But I did vote for Hillary because I was like, I have to vote for my mom.
Oh my god, I voted for her I didn't vote for her in the primary.
Oh,
but
you know what?
I
didn't vote in the primary. Never mind.
Yeah. Like, it was like...
Right.
It was like this, and all the super delegates, and like, this is an outrage. Like, all that stuff. Like, really, the Democratic machine, like, all of that was happening in the primary. But when it came time to the actual election, I was like, the general was like, all right,
let's just
get her in.
And we lined up. And it felt historic. We don't have to like.
No, we did line up, but
we lined up, and it felt historic.
That I knew. I knew.
You knew.
I was like a poli-sci student at the time, so we were like, we just kind of like looking at the numbers.
Yeah, you're reading the writing on the wall.
But we could pray.
We can pray.
Yeah, anything could happen. Wow, that's what makes democracy so fun.
That anything can happen. Yeah. Well, hopefully not anything does happen. I have to say, I probably shouldn't be dragging the news into this, but did you read what our great leader wrote this morning?
The war crimes?
Saying that he would wipe out an entire civilization.
Yeah.
And I was like, where's the closest fallout shelter?
Yeah, I saw that. Like, it would be good for us to know. And in my head, I was like, I don't know what the closest fallout shelter is.
Why not find out where your closest fallout shelter is? Is there anything wrong with knowing?
Honestly,
no.
I guess not. I don't want that to be my reality, but I suppose it is.
I know. I don't want it to be my reality either, but like, even if there were a 9/11 style attack, you want to just get somewhere where you're not breathing that bad air. Do you know what I mean? So just find out where your fallout shelter is.
I'm so deeply traumatized.
I know, but
I mean, we all are as a nation, I know, but like, there is a before and after. Obviously, we all know that. But
I mean, it's something my friend Valentine was always saying to me that I feel like is a motto of the show is like, it's a psychic jungle out there. And what I do feel about Trump is that he's really brought that principle to the surface.
Right. Because
the man psychically is working with a lot of unusual stuff. You know? He's really channeling some interesting things.
Perhaps to the mainstream. Like he probably has brought it like to the mainstream.
He's kind of bringing like meth heads he's bringing meth head energy from the rural South to the White House. Do you know what I mean?
But he's from Queens.
I know. I'm just trying to, I'm not saying there's an equivalent.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the energy.
But I honestly think, I was thinking about this the other day, this morning actually.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what?
What?
Men like him do very, very well in corporate America. Like, they do. They do incredibly well. They have concepts of a plan, you know? And, like, there's some deeply qualified black woman, like, sharing the agenda. And everyone's like, she's so, you know?
She's so boring.
Oh, my God. Like, she always has something to say. And then he's like, whatever, boys. Like, I've got concepts of a plan. What a nasty person. And everyone's like, I just like his confidence.
Yes.
I had this.
Yeah.
I worked with this person once who kept on, like, promoting people with, like, a point of view. It was just a point of view.
Right.
And it's like, what is, like, okay, well, there are facts. There are facts, and there's data, and there are actual things that are, like, that are actually happening. And you keep on saying this point of view thing. So it's basically like, who can walk in and stand in front of the people who give us money and talk about their points of view, you know what I mean, and shape the facts the way they need to go.
So we're talking spin doctors.
Spin. Oh my God, we call them actually.
Yeah, what do you call them?
Okay, I have a friend, I'm not gonna name her, but we call them yappers.
Yappers.
They're the yappers.
Right.
Yappers are people who, like, they're like, send me those notes. And then they go into the meeting and they yap.
Yeah.
As if they were the ones who, like, spent 5 hours on this data. And that's all they're teaching you. Whatever MBA you want, okay?
Yeah.
Look, I've never been to an MBA course, but I suspect that a lot of it is, like, the art of the yap.
Yeah, talk loud and with confidence. The more delusional, maybe the better.
Delulu is a Salulu.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly kind of the ticket in life across the board.
I know, and that's what's so frustrating about. It's like, if you make the energy of it neutral, like, obviously it is bad, okay?
Yeah.
It's bad. It's chaotic bad.
Yeah.
But if there is a chaotic bad, who is this? I mean, that is what our current president is.
Yeah.
There must be chaotic good, you know? Chaotic good must exist.
Aren't you kind of chaotic good?
Me?
I think
That
so.
is so nice.
You know what I spend?
so kind.
Anytime, you know, I spend like I spend some percentage of my brain power thinking about how to convince you to go into politics.
You really do.
I do.
You do.
I think you'd be a perfect politician.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think I'm too, no, maybe when I'm like,
You're like, I think I'm too, wait a second.
wait a second. Yeah, I'll announce it here. I feel like in like 20 years, I want that.
Okay.
You know?
I know I can't put a dream in your heart that you don't have.
No,
I just can't.
I think that
I'm
it's
not your mom.
I think if by the time I feel like I have lived enough life to understand what people are going through, like, I studied poli-sci, but if I'd gone straight from college into politics, it's like, you don't even know what the average person is dealing with. Like, at this point, I feel like I've been out of school for like 9 years, and I've just been working during that time and trying to chase my dreams and do all these different things, support myself, like navigating loss and family and all of this stuff. And like, now I understand like certain facts of life. Like, laws exist because people break them.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they exist.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they're there. And like, if you think that if it looks like exploitation and smells like it is exploitation. Like, you are most likely exploitation is happening. So, or things like corporations are amoral. Like, it's not personal. Like, you just, like, a person has morals and feelings and all these things. Corporations do not, and people do hide behind them. Like, all of these things I feel like I've just had to learn over time, and that's sharpening a political viewpoint that's based in reality, not theory, you know? So if at that point in like decades or something, I'm like, you know what? I think like someone really needs like a viewpoint like this or to do this, and that's different. But as of right now, I'm like, I got some stuff I want to do.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to build a business.
Yeah.
You know? I want to make art.
Yeah.
I want to have more fun.
Oh, God,
you know?
I know.
I
know it.
I remember like the summer that Renaissance came out by Beyoncé, and everybody was just dancing all summer.
Really?
Everybody was dancing all fall. Well, it came out on her birthday, I'm pretty sure. So it came out in like September.
Right.
And everybody was just dancing. And like, I miss that. I miss when like everybody was just, I just remembered that. And I was like, the other day, I was talking to Angel.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how we didn't know each other at the time, but we were at the same party.
Really?
Like on the same night. Yeah. We were at the Woods' Renaissance party.
Okay.
And we were like, we probably were in the same room dancing to the same album.
Wow.
I was like, yes. Like, I want more, like...
You want more of that.
I want more of that. More of that, like,
what is
glitter.
it going to take to bring glitter back to America?
God.
What do you think? Is it too late for us? Do we have to bring God back first?
What is it going to take to get the glitter back in these United States?
In these United States of America.
Oh, my God. Maybe it is... I mean, it's gonna take some faith. I don't want it to be nihilistic.
Yeah.
I want it to be like, I want it to be life affirming.
Yeah.
You know?
We are life affirming here at Critical Babe Theory.
We are.
Who needs to put a record out? Is it only Beyonce? Is she the only person that can unite this torn country?
No, yeah, it's Beyonce.
But did Cowboy Carter unite the country?
Cowboy Carter was so good.
I heard.
It was so good. You didn't listen to it?
I don't listen to like really music that's new.
Oh, wow.
I mean, incidentally, it'll happen to me as I walk through the world.
Right.
But it would not purposefully occur.
What albums are you listening to with the lights off on your floor?
Recently, I was listening to Johnny Hartman and John Coltrane, which is a Blue Note record from quite a long time ago.
Okay.
Jazz.
That sounds nice.
Ugh. Been listening to that record since I was 12 years old, you know? I was listening to like the most depressing jazz, like Chet Baker sings and plays the blues since I was a small child. What was it about me that at 12 I wanted to listen to a heroin addict who was getting his teeth stomped out sing about lost love?
Yeah.
What was it about me?
I don't, like, maybe you just were melancholy.
I was a melancholy child, yeah. I've always really resonated with grief, you know?
Oh, okay.
And do you go to church?
I grew up going to church.
What kind of church?
Christian.
What
Catholic.
You're Catholic?
I was raised Catholic, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, Holy Week just ended.
It did.
And I went to services on Monday, Thursday, and then there was a watch at my church to like watch the sacrament, the Eucharist, and then there was the Good Friday service. And I was like, give me emotional desecration. I was like, let me weep for Jesus and his sacrifice. And then Easter came and it was all about celebration. And I was like, it's just not resonating for me.
Yeah, I don't like this. This is very, I don't know. Yeah. Everyone's so happy.
Everyone's so happy.
You're like, this should be at the beginning.
Yeah. I want to end.
End with the
I want to end with the like.
Every other day in church is the sadness. Like, we're most sad when they're like, they killed him. They did it. They had to do it to him, you know. And like we all have to be in acceptance of that.
Well, I mean, as is my want, I was just like really relating to Jesus this year.
You're like, they crucify me.
But I just like, he has that, I don't know.
We all do.
I know. I mean,
that's why we love him.
I mean, how can you not? He has that line. He's like, if my father gives me this cup, shall I not drink it? And I'm just like,
that's really beautiful.
I know. I'm like, exactly. I'm like, this is the cup my father gave me,
and I shall drink.
And what am I gonna do? Be like, oh, I know, no thanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is my cup, bitch.
Yeah.
Drink it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Live in acceptance and peace with what is.
Yeah.
You know? So,
yeah.
but I love to mourn ever since I was like, a small child, and that's okay. Everybody's different. But really, how do I teach me?
How?
I think I need to be more of a bitch.
A bitch?
Well, I just feel like,
I don't know if okay, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
I think that we have healthy amounts of anger.
Okay.
And we don't need to label it. But you know how people are always like, chase ego death? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all.
Yeah.
Like, because I think, my opinion is, I think our ego, like, loves us. I really do. Like, it's just like, it wants to protect us. It's a tool.
Right.
And we can, from our, like, soul self be like, all right, like, take it down over here, shift it over here. But sometimes when we have that healthy anger that comes out, I think it's a huge mistake to be like, oh no, push that down, push that down, push that down. Like, you can be angry and not, like, have it explode everywhere. I think that's what I learned is, like, you can have this really strong signal that's like, something's very wrong.
Right.
And I don't like what's going on here, but it's just a signal. Like, it doesn't tell you all the logical things you need to know about, like, oh, it's because I'm doing this, or I need to pivot over here, or I need to remove myself from here. But, like, sometimes a big guard needs to go up, and you need to be like, okay, let me go take a walk, because I'm not liking this.
See, I think because now, I think you're so right. And I think that in like because everyone's so therapized these days, and people are always like in therapy, they're like, anger is just a secondary emotion. It's just covering something else. It's covering your sadness, your fear. And I'm like, have these people not heard of a holy anger and righteousness?
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
She's talking about a crusade. Lord. Today.
I'm just like, I just feel like there is a lot of energy invested in our society today telling people that their anger is actually just something else. Okay. And I'm going to say particularly this is said to women.
Yeah, it's said to women.
And I just want to be like, I don't agree with you.
Yeah, there's a film called She's Beautiful and She's Angry, or it's a documentary about how the women's movement was just angry women. Like, anger is such a powerful force, and a bunch of angry women were like, this is not okay. And when you start to realize, like, okay, if this is happening to me one-on-one, that's personal, Right. But the moment that you start to understand that it's happening, like, nationwide, that's when it becomes political.
Right.
And this actually happened to me recently. So I was, like, laid off in my job, and then I zoom out and I'm like, actually, like, black women are being laid off in the US at astronomical numbers.
Really?
It's very disproportionate. And when I was just like, okay, just for myself, like, I was like, I'm going through a lot. There's a lot of stuff for me to process. Like, some of this is not right, and I'll handle that, But, it was really important from a spiritual perspective to be like, I need to process this, and I need to let this go.
Right.
I need to move on. But from a social and political perspective, it's so wrong. Like, it is so wrong that there are, on the individual level, certain people seem to be in certain positions to be able to say, okay, well, who here is essential for some reason, like, these people are not. And they don't understand that they've put together this pattern of like removing all of these people of color, right? They just think they go on their merry way, and they're not going to be like,
oh, it was accidental.
It's like they don't understand that they have taken a racist action, right, against these people. They think they hide behind, you know, corporatees, and they're like, oh yes, like, you know, it was a redundancy, or it was this, or it was that, and it's like people note the redundancies, or like you are trying to achieve a certain goal and you're going to put it on the backs of these people,
right?
And you're gonna pat yourself on the back at the end of the day and not notice that everybody who's sitting in this room looks like you, you know. And that is a political issue, right? But if I don't acknowledge my anger about it or being part of that, then it just gets to like go by the wayside. But if I just know that, you know, and it's not that I have to like be actively enraged about it in every moment, but like when I think about it, I'm definitely activated by it, and it gives me the energy that I need to protect and build structures or note that in people for the future. Like that is a protective force. So if that kind of thing, if I ever notice it happening again, because I was not the first, you know, like
to be laid off.
No, I was not the first. And like there's such a willingness like in your naivete to be like, maybe it's like not a pattern, like maybe it's okay, like that's what they would love for us to be, you know, that like innocence of like, I think everyone's just trying to do their best. But then when you step back, like if I were bitchier, like if I were just like, no, you're like, if I felt that anger and I let it carry me all the way through, you know, it's a scary thing to be like, do I wield this, or do I like, you know, what do I let win here, you know? But that's why, I don't know, that's why even when I look at those people who are operating, like even if it's like in the workplace or something, and they like didn't stand up for me or whatever, now I understand those women that people behind their backs are saying like, oh, that person's a bitch. It's like, no, she's compartmentalized who she is here and who she is outside of here. Like it is safer for her to wear this armor here than it is for her to take it off and like let whatever happens in these spaces happen to her, because it's like it's a psychic jungle.
It's a psychic, you know, and listening to you talk, and I think we're gonna take a short break soon. In the second section we'll talk more about like being a bitch in dating, perhaps. But like the more that I'm listening to you, and I'm just thinking in general, I'm like, you've gotta be wearing some armor out there, because similarly to It's a Psychic Jungle, our other friend is always saying like it's spiritual warfare out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like in my experience, that's true. And I remember I had somebody on the show a while ago, and he was talking about how like, you know, Jesus says like love thine enemy, which like that implication of that is that you should have enemies. Do you know what I mean? So it's like Jesus is telling me that I'm gonna have enemies, right? And like I can love them, and they are still my enemy. And what do you do around your enemy? You gird your loins. You prepare for battle. You don your armor. Yeah. And sometimes donning your armor is just being a bitch. And that's what a woman needs.
No. A woman definitely needs it.
Yeah.
There's this book that I really love called Women Who Run with Wolves.
My mother always had that on her bedside. I've never read it.
Have you not?
Do I have to?
I brought it with me. I can lend it to you.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
Love you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. But she really talks about how all of these like ancient stories and parables and all of these, especially the stories that are passed down, like children's tales, you know, they've been really, you know, what's domesticated? They've been domesticated because these stories used to be the stories that grandmothers and like just older women would give to others to really say, like, you need to be of two minds. You need to be two people. Like, you need to be both, you know, the Little Red Riding Hood, and you need to be the wolf. Like, you need to be both. Like, and that's kind of the roots of those stories. Like, you need to be both the princess and the witch. Like, you have to be, you know, the maiden waiting for her brothers to call, and you have to be the craziest brother in the pack. Like, you need to be both. Like your femininity, like, you can lead with it, but always in the back of your mind, like, have like a switchblade, you know? And so, like, I feel like for me, like, my grandmother would always say, like, you know, never leave your house without $20, like, so that you could just, like, be able to leave, you know? But it's like, you just need to know that you can lead with your femininity, and you can be soft and so sweet, but what they want to take away is the knowledge that that's never all it was. Like, you also need to be aware that there are dark forces out there, and you need to be ready at all times to, like, defend yourself viciously.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, and I'll talk about it more after the break, but I, like, kind of got seduced by the devil recently.
What? Okay, that's a great cliffhanger. We'll be
right back. You can find the second half of the episode on patreon.com/criticalbabetheory. So this is Monique Gabriel, my most beloved guest, and we will return shortly. Thank you.